Stranger Comics catalog is very extensive. Let's say I'm introducing a kid to your stuff.
Sure. Okay.
Where do I tell him to start, or where do I tell her to start?
That's a great question. It depends on the age. I would say we have this book right here. This is the most famous one, I guess, that we have, the Niobe Shears Life comic. So this is a very all ages friendly book. And this is kind of like a Beauty and the Beast love story, threaded with murder mystery that leads to war. But it's also really about a young girl returning to her ancestors to try and find her faith. So it's very bright, very fresh, and very hopeful. I had the honor of co-writing this with an actress named Amanda Stenberg, who was probably most famous for playing Rue in the Hunger Games and going on to do The Hate You Give. And I think she's going to be the star of a new Star Wars franchise, The Acolyte. But when we did, with Ashley A. Woods doing the art, it became the first nationally distributed comic book with a Black female author, artist, and hero in the history of entertainment. So we didn't realize at the time, but we were creating a bit of history, which was crazy to think, and kind of sad and bonkers. So we had a bit of a dream team though on the project, and then for video game fans of The Last of Us, the lead designer did that cover for us. So we were just experimenting and exploring. So that's an all ages friendly one that I would say anyone can read that.
Okay.
But if you're grown and you don't mind something a little bit more grown folksy, HBO-y, this is the first book that I wrote. It's called The Untamed.
Yes.
And The Untamed is a story about a man who's stuck in purgatory. And after 10 years, the devil comes along and he says, I'll give you 7 days to reap the 7 souls that murdered you and your family. The guy says, well, sign me up. And he returns to a one-horse town in a huge world. And as his memory comes back in broken shards, he realizes when he was alive, he was a bad man and maybe he deserved to die, but now he's on a path to save his family. On his path of vengeance, he meets a little elven girl called Niobe. And she reminds him of how old his murdered daughter would have been, giving this man a second chance to be a good man or a father, but he only has the 7 days. The kicker, what if she's one of the 7 souls he has to collect? And the devil set the whole thing up just to find. So this becomes a story of would you damn your family to save the world? Because if Niobe can stay alive in The Untamed, she will grow up to become our world's Messiah.